Some mornings I imagine opening the Times or the Journal and seeing it on the front page where it belongs, the headline running across all 6 columns. Because everyone in our industry already knows that live matters. We've known it for years. What we haven't quite registered is that in the last 4 or 5 weeks, the rest of the world has figured it out too. 4 of the biggest trade show companies in the world were bought up. Emerald, Questex, Hyve, closer still. The buyers were some of the most serious names in private equity, nearly $4 billion. This is an inflection point. Our industry is consolidating fast, and it's not going to stop. And here's the phrase I never thought I'd hear from people like this. They now call events an asset class. Sit with that. The folding chairs, the lanyards, the things the rest of the business world used to look right past is now something that the smartest money on earth wants to own. So why now? Why are the most sophisticated investors on earth moving this fast? Because they can see what's coming. AI is about to make almost everything on the screen impossible to trust. The video, the voice, the face, it's all fakeable. And the one thing that cannot be faked is a person who actually shows up. Presence becomes the last real thing. These buyers can see it coming, and they do not want to watch this opportunity pass them by. And it isn't just the trade show giants. Look around. Ari Emanuel built a $2 billion company out of art fairs and tennis. Informa and RX are posting record numbers. The agencies are reinventing themselves. New sports leagues are selling out arenas before they even have a television deal. Every corner of the business is on fire. And it's all at once. And here's what's driving the corporate side of it. Companies have figured out the single best way to reach their customers is to bring them together in person. Not an ad, not an email, room. Salesforce built Dreamforce into something that takes over a city. Cvent fills arenas with its own users. Talk to these executives and they'll tell you that their annual event is their Super Bowl, the most important day on their calendar, the place where they can cement loyalty for a year. In a world where every other channel is getting noisier and faker, the event is the one place a company can look its customer in the eye. It's not a marketing expense anymore. It's the most valuable thing that they can own. So the reflex is to read, all of these big players are swallowing everything, and the little guy is losing. Well, I think it's the opposite. I think it's the best news the event entrepreneur has had in 20 years. When private equity buys platforms like this, the entire strategy is growth through acquisition. They have to keep buying. They need the smaller events, the sharper events, the founder-built events to bolt on, which means for the first time in a generation, there's a real buyer at the end of the road, and it's not just for the big guys. There's an exit. And here's the part that fascinates me. So many of the new interesting gatherings are being built by executives who don't even know that they're in the event business. They think they're in tech or longevity or finance, but they built the room where their whole world comes together. That's the asset. That's what gets bought. That's the prestige of convening. The real power, who you put in the room is real. The exits are now real. Could this be the golden age of the event entrepreneur? I think it already is. So I'll keep watching that front page, but I'm not really waiting for it because the people who write the checks have already voted. The rest is just a matter of when the headlines catch up.